So I thought I'd work a few examples out of the book, out of the homework. And this is exercise 2. And we'll just jump into number 1. So the first question is 926 plus 8. Let's try 8. $863. So I'm going to call up the calculator real quick. And I'm just going to do this on the calculator. This is the way I'd expect you to do it. 926 plus 863. Not anything real big there. I came up with 1789. How about number 3? We've got a negative 576 plus a negative 553. Now, one of the things I typically do, and I would suggest that you do when you take quizzes, is you kind of guesstimate what the answer ought to be. And what this is going to help you with is not just taking blindly to the answer you get on your calculator. So I'm thinking about a number line, and here's 0 here, and I'm way over here. I'm at negative 576. And I'm going to add a negative number. So what does that look like? What does adding a negative look like? Well, it should look like subtracting, right? So what's that mean? We're going to go that way on our number line, another 553. And so just looking at this closely, I'm expecting this to be someplace around negative 1100. So when I get my answer, I'm going to figure that that's going to be relatively close. So let's see what happens. So we've got 576, and there's minus, plus a negative 553. And what do we come up with? Negative 1129, which is about where I calculated, right? Pretty close to negative 1100. I forgot what it was. 1129. All right, let's go to number 5. We've got negative 575 minus 275. Again, thinking about our number line, and just going to make a guesstimate here. If that's my 0, I'm down here someplace. There's 575. And I'm going to go more negative. I'm going to go 275 more negative, so I'm going this way. And I'm at about 300 to this number, so that'd be around 875, 900, something like that. All right. So 575. It's a negative 575 minus 275. And we come up to 850. That's pretty close, so I'll take that. So my suggestion, like I said, is to always try to guesstimate what your answer is going to be. Let's go to number 7 here. So I got 1123 minus a negative 704. So here's our number line. There's our 0. We're clear out here this time. We're 1100 someplace. 1123. And we're going to subtract a negative. If you remember from the lecture, subtracting a negative is a lot like addition. If you've got a double negative, it becomes addition. So we're going to move that way another 700. And so we should be pretty close to like 1800. Let's take a look. Got 1123 subtracting a negative 704. So there it is, 1123 minus a negative 704, and we come up to 1827. which again was pretty close to what I guesstimated here. Let's go jump into some approximate numbers. We'll do something a little different. I'll go change my pen color a little bit. All right, so let's go do approximate number. So we're doing 4857, 4857, and we're going to add 73.8. This is question 9, 73.8. So I'm going to grab my calculator and go to 4857 plus 73.8. Now, looking at this, I've got 4857 plus 73. I'm going to say that we're going to add about 100, so I would expect my answer to be 49 something. So sure enough, it comes up that way on the calculator. However, we can't use this number because we don't have any numbers past the decimal point on the right-hand side. I'm sorry, on the left-hand side. So we're going to have to round up. So if we take this number, the 490, what did we come up with? Oh, 4930, sorry, 0.8. And we're going to have to round up. We're going to take a look at this number. It is greater than 5, so we've got to add 1 to here. And that's going to mean we're at 4931. And so that's the answer we're going to go with. Remember, we guesstimated that we'd be 4,900 something, and you can see how we came up there. Okay, let's go to number 11. So 296.44 plus 296.997. Taking a look at the numbers here, we realize we got 2 decimal points here and 3 decimal points on this side, so we know we have to round to 2 decimal points when we get done. And let's do this. So 296.44 plus 296.997. All right, so the answer we came up with, oh, and I didn't add it up in my head. So we get about 300 and 300. I would expect to be pretty close to 600. And you can see up here, we came up pretty close to 600. So let's try this. I came up with 593.441. We're going to have to go to 2 decimal places. The 1 here is smaller than 5, so I can just get rid of it. And our answer comes up to 590. How about a 5? Our answer comes up to 593.44. And it's pretty close to the 600 that we guesstimated that it would be. Number 13. I've got 3 zeros, 583. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 3. Plus 3 zeros, 8372, 0, 0, 0, 8, 3, 7, 2. Plus, oops, I'm sorry, it's a minus. Minus 2 zeros, 173. 0, 0, 173. All right, let's go throw it into the calculator and see what we get. We could estimate this if you wanted to. We got 3 zeros here, 3 zeros there, and that's about a 6, and that's about an 8. So 8 plus 6 is 14. And this is going to be a 1 here and a 7. So 14 and 17, we're going to be close to 0.003 something. So let's go take a look. 0.000583 plus 0.0003. Oops. Let's go back one. 8372. Oh, and now I just realized that my calculation is going to be off. This is with subtract. So we had 14 here, and we're going to subtract 17. So we should come up with negative 0.003. We'll see what happens. Minus 0.00173. Whoa, I'm way off there. What happened? So I got this answer. It wasn't where I expected to be. And so I'm going back and look at my calculation, and you'll notice I added 4 zeros up here instead of just 3. So let's try this all again. 0.000583 plus 0.000. I got one too many in there. 8372 minus 0.00173. And there we are. We came up to 0.00 3098. 3098. Now we know that we need to get down to the 5 places past a decimal, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we got too many. So we're gonna have to round. So if we the 8 is bigger than 5, so we have to add 1 here, which makes this a 0, and it makes that a 1. And so that should be it. 0.00031. It's negative 0.00031 should be our answer. And as you recall, it's pretty close to the negative 0.0003 that we thought we were going to come up with. All right, so let's go to number 15. Let's get in some actual applications here. It says California contains 158,933 square miles. So 158,933 square miles. And Texas is 237,321. How much larger is Texas than California? So we've got 237,321. And we want to know how much larger Texas is here. There's T than California. So pretty easy. Let's turn this around. So we've got 237,321 minus 158,933. And we'll pop up our handy dandy calculator. And we've got 158. I'm sorry. 237,321 minus 158,933 for an answer of 78,388. 78,388. I think I got that right. Yep. All right, so let's go on to the next one. That was 15. Let's try 17. So 17 says a circular pipe has an inside radius R of 10.6 centimeters. Now I'm just going to do that one over here. So I've got a pipe, And from here to here, or from there to there, is 10.6. All right. And a wall thickness of 2.125. So it's got another wall around the outside. Sorry, I can't draw very well. And so we're going to add another 2.125 to that. And then it also has insulation around the outside of 4.8 centimeters. So there's another wall out here of insulation. And that's going to add a little bit more. That's going to add 4.8 centimeters. And so our problem becomes 10.6. I guess I had to go look. Yeah. What is the outside diameter of the insulation? So we've got 10.6. We're trying to find this point to this point. So we've got 10.6 plus 2.125 plus 4.8. But actually that whole thing, that's just half. We only did the radius R and on out. So that's going to get us just half of what we need. So we're going to have to multiply that by 2 once we're done. So let's take a look at what we've got. We've got 10.6 plus 2.125 plus 4.8, and that is 17.525. So our half the distance here, at least at this point, is 17.525. Our problem is, though, that we haven't measured it to the same accuracy everywhere. And so we're going to have to round some of this. So we know that there's 1 decimal point here and 1 decimal point here on the right hand side. We'll have to get this down to 1. So 5 here is 5 or greater than. And so that's going to add a 1 to here, which changes that to a 3. And this is not greater than 5. So we can just cancel these two guys. So we have 17.5 for halfway. And we're going to multiply that times 2. Let's put that in our 17.5 times 2. And that equals 35. Now, one of the things you'll notice that we may have lost some accuracy here. So we actually should be able to get a little bit better than that. Even though the calculator just says 35, we know that we've measured it at least to this accuracy. Right? Everything was measured to at least 1/10 of an inch, so we should be able to come up with this. So our answer, I would say, is 35.0. All right, get a hold of me if you have any questions, and I hope you have a great day. Thank you.